Hey everyone, welcome to Oxford Property Group. You're likely a new agent watching this training session, so welcome aboard. I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Adam Mafuda. I'm the CEO and founder of the company, and we're going to give you some information about best practices at Oxford, all the tools that we're building, and if you guys have any questions ever, please feel free to reach out. We're focused on building the best real estate company for agents, and so if you guys ever have any feedback or suggestions, please feel free to let us know. I'm going to introduce Matt Ziegler, who's on the line with us as well. It's going to be walking us through the training.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt Ziegler. I'm the Director of Business Operations for Oxford. And yeah, I'm just going to be showing you guys how to access the website, different tools and platforms that you can use, and the most efficient ways to help get your deals completed. So what I'll do is I will share my screen here, and we'll be able to walk you through. Here we go. So as you can see here, we're at the Oxford website, which is opgny.com. So once you come to the Oxford website, some of the things that you can direct your clients to be able to do for you is, for instance, they could come here to paperwork. And under paperwork, you'll see there's a make a payment option. You can direct the clients here, and you can always on our website copy and paste any of the hyperlinks and provide that to the client as well, and they'd be able to access all the same. So here, clients can make a payment to you through the site. They would just fill out this information, their email address, the agent that they worked with, the apartment address they're applying for, what the payment's for. There's a 4% processing charge with whatever they send you. So if the client sending you $20, let's say, it'll be $20.83. So that way there's full transparency as to how much is exactly being taken out of their account. They'll put in their credit card information here. They'll certify they're not a robot, and then they'll click Pay Now. And then those funds will be sent directly to our account, which will then be able to pay out to the agents afterwards.
Just one quick thing also. Please, for this page, don't have your clients pay for credit checks or application fees through this page. We're about to show you the Apply Online section where they would make payment for the application fees. So with the application fee payments, we like tracking those and tying them to an application. So that's definitely the best thing to do. All payments, just so you know, once they select you as an agent on this page, we'll show you the agent dashboard shortly. They'll get tracked in your dashboard, so you could also see any payments that have gone through. You get email notifications as well, so you can easily keep track of anything that's actually going on the website.
Yep. So as Adam said, here, what you're making the payment for, we prefer it be for either broker fee or rent payment security deposit, not so much the applications and the credit background check payments. As Adam said, I'll show you here in a moment how to get to that. So down here under paperwork, if you go to submit an application, so here is where the clients can fill out general applications. Typically this is done if the management company or landlord doesn't have their own application that they enforce. So here, again, the template's all set up. They'll say that the agent that they worked with, their email address, then they just fill out the basic information that you would see on most general applications, finances. Here they would upload any pertinent documentation. And then here as well, they could put their credit card information for a credit check that would come with this application being submitted. If you just want the application to get submitted and not the credit check, or if the client doesn't want that, they can click exclude credit check, close, and then that way they're just filling out the application for you. They sign, submit, done. But most of the times the application is going to come with a credit check anyway. So just to keep things easier, we just put it on the same page there for the client to fill out. They would agree with the statement above, they're not a robot. And so there they could pay for their own application fee. And then in addition to what Adam was saying previously, here under only credit or background check, here the clients can fill out their information for strictly credit or background checks that need to be run. Again, the template's pretty basic. And then the client would be able to fill out their credit card information here and pay for it themselves. It's $20. So we made it so that it's $19.23 with the 4%, it comes out to $20 total. So that way we're abiding by the laws. The client isn't being charged anything over $20. I agree to the statement above, I'm a robot.
And if the client does click exclude credit check and at a later date you do want to run the credit check, we'll show you on the back end in the agent portal where you could choose to run that. All of these applications get saved in the agent portal under your name in the application section. So we'll show you what that looks like in just a second.
So the next up, we're going to go to the resources tab here. So if you come here and you see under online forms, here the clients can come and fill out disclosure forms for either buyer, seller, or landlord tenant. They can fill out fee agreement forms, Jersey disclosure forms even, co-brokerage agreement forms. I'll click in there real quick and just show you what it looks like. So here you see like a standard disclosure form you're accustomed to seeing on paper. Down here is where you and the clients would fill it out. They'd put what agent they were working with, for example, Adam, whether you represented the tenant or the landlord, or you were a dual agent representing both. I always suggest that even though you could just copy this hyperlink and send it to the client and they could fill it out themselves, a lot of times clients get a little confused by the disclosure form. It has a lot of legalese on it, and it does seem like it's a contract, even though it clearly states it's not a contract. So I usually suggest that the agents fill this out with the clients just so that there's peace of mind on both sides, and so that you know that it's been filled out correctly, as the disclosure forms are mandatory for any deal that you do on the residential side. So the client would put their names, form signature of the landlord or the tenant, email here, and they would sign. Agent would put their email here and they would sign. Check that box, click I accept. And then the disclosure form is filled out. And as Adam said, later on when you're submitting the deal, I'll show you how you can get access to that on the agent side of the website. And then additionally here, like the fee agreement form. So this is just like a commission agreement form that you have with your clients. Here we have some examples of standard commission agreements that are done between client and agent, but ultimately you can put whatever you want here and customize it. You'll put the date, the building you went to, initial, and then here you just have the names of the clients, your name, and then that way everything is set in stone, and it helps prevent any clients trying to go behind your back to avoid paying a commission. That's what they can do there under online forms. Here, third-party checks, just more information on wire transfer, stuff that as a company we're able to accommodate for our agents in terms of clients being able to pay them for deals. So they could just fill out this information here for the third-party checks. And then aside from that, the clients, of course, can go click on our agent page. You can search through different listings that we have available, our helpful partnership guide, all that kind of stuff. But that kind of stuff isn't necessarily pertinent to completing deals and helping you guys close stuff out. So that's everything for the most part that the clients can access on their end. Now for the agent side of the website, in order to access that, what you'll do is here in the top right corner, you'll click Login. And then you'll select Login with Google. Logging in with Facebook and logging in with email, that's for the clients. So if the clients want to create an account on the website to either leave you a review or to be able to send a message to an agent about a listing that they saw, they would create the account and then be able to log in to their client account here. But as an agent, you would strictly select Login with Google. Once you select that, you'll sign in with your Oxford email credentials, and it'll bring you right here to the agent dashboard. And then once you're at the agent dashboard, you'll see that you have the options to submit a deal, send an invoice, book a conference room, invite other agents to join Oxford. Any announcements or notifications from the company would appear here. I was just testing out the system here, so that's how you see those. Here on the left-hand side under applications, any applications that are submitted to you through the website, including credit and background check information, will appear for you here. What's nice about our website in terms of privacy, any type of payment that's made to you or documentation that's sent to you from the clients, it's mandatory that they select what agent they were working with. And we do that so that the information is sent directly to you and isn't disseminated out to the rest of the company. So when the client sends you any sensitive information or payment information, you're the only one who sees it. No one else sees it.
Matt, I have a few applications in my portal, so let me try to open up mine quickly. You guys should be able to see my screen now. And what I'm going to do is go to my dashboard and show you the application center, just a little bit more of what it looks like. So these are all applications that have come in. And from here, you can see the list of the applicants. you can see the status of a credit report. So basically, if somebody submitted their credit report request online and wanted, so it'll show you basically the client's name, whether or not the credit report was processed or not. And then in this situation, if you wanted to run credit, this one was not run, so you could click run credit if the client didn't already pay for it and request a credit on their own. You can click into the applications, see a lot of the application information. You can actually send the application too. So once the application comes in and you've reviewed it and you wanted to send it to a landlord, it'll put all the documents and a cover letter and an actual application page in one email and send it to the landlord. So it's very nice. You can also download it as a PDF as well. And it comes together almost like a board package where it's one PDF file, all of the documents and headers as well. So it's a nice that's a nice function that you can do with the applications tab. And then, sort of obvious, but whether or not there's attachments on the application here, you can see that as well. So Matt, I'll pass it back to you.
Okay. Yeah, so as Adam showed you as well, if the client's filling out information on credit and background checks, as you see right there, you're the only one receiving that, no one else. So you're able to, expedite the process in terms of asking for credit to be run and for that application information to be sent from there. Turn to the Client Center. So this is where we have our CRM system that's already developed for you on the back end, where any clients that create accounts on the Oxford website, in order to whether it's leave a review for you, or if they send you a message on the website about a listing that you've put up there, their information will populate here under the Client Center so that you can then organize them based on the status of whether they're new lead, bad lead, they rented elsewhere, they closed. You can snooze them where if, for instance, you have a tenant that you put into a lease for 12 months, you can snooze them on your CRM for 11 months and be able to touch base with them again. Hey, notice that your lease is gonna be coming up soon. Are you looking for a new place to live? Or potentially they might be looking to buy. So it's good to be able to keep track of all your clients back here. And then if you want to add any manually, you can just click add client and you can manually add them as well. Here under the Deal Center, so this is where you would submit your deals on the website. Here it'll show you stats of your pending deals, closed deals. Again, as an admin, I guess I haven't really done much. I have this in draft. So if you're starting your deal from scratch, you'll click Add Deal. And then here you'll see the template populate for you. It'll have today's date, your agent name. If you did a co-broke with another Oxford agent, you would select them here from this list. You put the lead source down of where you got it from. The agent type here would say whether you're 90% or 100% agent. The deal type, residential lease, residential sale, commercial lease, commercial sale. If it's any kind of lease, it'll say, did you represent the landlord, tenant, or the landlord and tenant, the lease start date and duration. If it's any kind of sale, we're just looking for whether you represented the buyer, seller, or the buyer and the seller. The property information, pretty standard. You put in the address, the apartment number, city, management company or co-broke company that you worked with, a rent or sale price. If the management company that you worked with isn't available here, if let's say you're typing stuff out, not a management company. So if you can't find them, what you can always do is when you come here, you can click Add New. And here, all you'd have to do is just put the name. You don't have to fill out all this other information. Just put the name of the management company, co-broke company you worked with and click Save. And then it'll be saved there for you in the future as well. Here under clients information, this is where you put the client's first name, last name, and their email. And here you click this plus sign, add multiple, if there's multiple roommates. You can check this box as well. It'll automatically send an email to the client requesting a review on the Oxford website. So always helpful to be able to close a deal out and then also offer clients the chance to leave you positive reviews on the site. Finances of the transaction, how was Oxford paid? With a check, credit card, wire, cash, or OP. If it's a check, pretty standard check, whatever the check number is and the amount. If it was an OP that you got paid with, you can select owner pays. And because you don't know what the check or transaction number is going to be yet, you can just put OP here and that's fine. Then the amount. And if you have multiple roommates that paid you in multiple ways, you can click this plus sign. So if one person paid you with a check, and another person paid you with cash, you just fill that out and you could do that. For this example though, I'll just keep it at an OP of 2,000. And then deductions, any deductions. So if you're a 90% agent, you would select deal fee. You put 90/10 here, and then just deduct 10% of that. Don't need a calculator, 200, so it's 1,800. If you're an 100% agent, so none of the commissions being deducted out, you can just leave this blank, and that's fine. It'll allow you to proceed. And then if there's an agent split or a processing fee, a third-party check, monthly dues getting taken off, you could put that here too as well. The file uploads. So if the client filled out the disclosure form on a piece of paper and you scanned it to yourself, you just select this, be able to upload it from there. If the client filled out the disclosure form on the website though, as I showed earlier, you can click select online disclosure form, and here all the unassigned disclosure forms that have been filled out for you on the website would appear. And then here you would be able to see and select which client was specific to this deal and attach the disclosure form from there. And if you see here all, it'll show you all the disclosure forms that have ever been sent to you, if you want to keep track of that as well. And then you could just upload the contract or lease here. We just need the first page and the signed page, but if you want to dump the whole thing, that's fine. And if you look at this little box here, if the deal was a referral fee paid by an outside agent, you click that box and upload the referral agreement as well. So that's all the uploads that we would need for any kind of deal. Now payments. How would you like to get paid? Picking up a check or ACH? We can do both. If you're picking up a check, we'll have it ready for you at the front desk for you to pick up. You'll get an email letting you know that it's ready for you to pick up. If you choose to do ACH, in which we direct deposit the commission directly to your bank account for no additional cost or fee, you would select that. Here you put in your bank account number, your routing number, and keep in mind that some banks have 2 routing numbers, so confirm that this is the routing number for electronic transfers and not for wires. I know Bank of America and Wells Fargo are 2 banks, for instance, that have 2 routing numbers, so just make sure you put in the correct information there. You click update, and then we'll have that information for you not just on this deal, but on all deals going forward, so it's not as if though you have to re-enter the information every time you submit a deal. Funds, how will be paid by? Remote depositing check to the Chase account, check or OP mail to the office, credit card payment, client wired funds, or commission advance. For remote deposit to the Chase account, what that means is whenever you get the commission check, you take it to any Chase branch, deposit it by putting in our bank account number, and then on the name, putting in Oxford Property Group and your agent name. I'll show you an example in a little bit of how to write out that deposit slip, but that'll be the most common way that agents are submitting those checks. And then have you already deposited or given the funds to Oxford before submitting this deal, yes or no? It's just good for us to have an understanding of how far you are in the process at this point. Any special notes, you can just put that there. And then you can submit. If let's say, for instance, you have everything filled out on the deal template, but you're just missing uploading the contract or lease, what you can do is you can save this as a draft. You'll see here that it saved it, 2,000, no deductions, saved as a draft. So you can come back into it later by clicking this pencil, editing. You can come back into it later and then re-put in whatever information it was that you were missing. So as you can see, I come back in and now I can just attach the contract or lease and be good to go.
As far as the remote deposit goes, you can, I can show you quickly here. As far as the remote deposit goes, so this is just information on how to submit a check remotely. So you would basically, if you ever forget this too, in our resources tab under depositing checks and submitting deals, the information is here as well. But basically you go to our Chase branch, you ask for a deposit slip, you fill in our account information on the bottom. On the customer name, you write Oxford Property Group dash, and then your full name. Don't put only your first name or only your last name because we have a lot of agents, and so in order to make things simple, please put out your full name. And then also on the check in the memo line, if you can, also write your name as well. So those 2 steps will ensure that we know who the check came from, and then we're able to pay you out on that.
It's important that you submit the checks or that you deposit the checks in an efficient, correct manner. Like Adam said, we have so many agents doing so many different kind of deals all the time that it's very important to us to make sure that everything is done correctly.
Also, if you guys have any questions at all ever related to checks or depositing checks, email Molly at opgny.com. I've actually asked Molly to join the call, so here's Molly. She's going to introduce herself very quickly, and we'll get back to the rest.
Hi, I'm Molly, the Director of Operations at Oxford. I handle the commission-related items and the out-of-state branch office MLSs. So if you have any questions regarding those things, feel free to let me know and I'll be glad to help you out. I look forward to seeing y'all soon. Bye.
Molly, thank you very much. I also wanted to introduce you to David, who's our CTO. David, please say hello.
Hi, everybody. My name is David Mafuda. I'm the Chief Technology Officer at Oxford Property Group. We take our product very seriously at Oxford, so any ideas that you have about making the product better, any ways in which the product is not working for you, please reach out to me. I'm really excited, always very excited to hear about it. And I'm also really excited to meet you as you join the company. Take care. Hope to see you soon.
Another thing you're able to do on the agent dashboard is you can send invoices as well. Typically, invoices are created if you're expecting an OP check from a management company and they require you to send them an invoice in order for them to mail that check. So what you would do is just select Add Invoice here, and then you'll see that the template's very similar to the deal submission template. Today's date, your agent name, the property information, the address, the company name you worked with, the unit number, the client's information, finances of the transaction, what's due to Oxford. Typically, it'll be an OP, the memo line, whatever the address is, and the amount. Send to, attention to whom, and their email. So you would just put whoever they direct you to attention the invoice to here. Sometimes management companies will ask you to address it to their leasing office and an individual. So you can click this plus sign and you can send the invoice to multiple people. And you can click this box as well. It'll send a W-9 form with the invoice just to be safe and making sure that they have all of our information. And any additional notes will be here as well. When you send the invoice from our website, a copy of the invoice is emailed to you so you see exactly what it looks like. And then our invoice also comes with our own company EIN number and also our license number. So that management company should have access to all of the Oxford information, but if there's any additional notes that they want you to put in the invoice, you can just add that there. And then same thing goes as with the deal submission template. You can save and send, save as a draft, or save and download as a PDF. You can save as a draft if there's something you're missing there. And then as you can see, it's in draft status here, and then also invoices that have been sent. If you're sending an invoice and then you're gonna submit the deal for that invoice because you're requesting that OP check, what you can do is after you've sent the invoice, you can click this plus sign that you'll see that's next to the invoice that you've sent. And what it's going to do is it's going to transpose all the information from the invoice onto the deal submission template. So that way you don't have to do double work and re-filling in all this information. It's going to take all the information from the invoice and already fill it in. So all that you have to do really is just upload the documentation and determine how you'd like to get paid and how the funds were deposited to us.
Yeah, it's also helpful too if you send out a lot of deals and you have a lot of invoices. It's an easy way to keep track of which of your invoices have been paid or not. So if you have an open invoice and then you create a deal from it, once that deal gets paid, it'll show as assigned essentially and paid. So you can see these ones are all open invoices or unassigned invoices in that top drop down. But if you were to go to assigned, in this case, Matt hasn't assigned anybody, but if you had assigned them and they were assigned to deals, once that deal is paid and closed, you could make sure that your invoices have been paid. So we definitely suggest doing it this way. It's a good way to keep track of your own invoices and deals, and it's obviously easier and saves some time as well. So.
Yep, and then you can do vice versa as well. If you've submitted the deal and now you're going to be sending the invoice to the management company for it, you can do the same thing, click that plus sign, and it'll do the same thing where it takes all the information from the deal submission and puts it into the invoice template for you. Here we have the lead section of the back end of our website. Here leads are placed by either agents that have a lot of leads right now and are giving them up so that they can collect a referral cut, or from prospective tenants that reach out to us at the office and we ourselves put their information here. So for Tiffany Hastings, for instance, so this is a person that their budget's $2,275, looking for a studio, May 5th move-in date. This is a location. the referral percentage, 10%, added by Adam. If you ever see it saying added by Adam or added by Oxford Property Group, that means that it was a prospective tenant that reached out to us as a company, and then we put the lead down there. Other times you'll see added by, and it'll be another name, in which case it means that it was added by an individual agent at Oxford. And the referral percentage is, it can differ. We give agents the ability to negotiate their own commissions and their own referral percentages when it comes to leads. So that's just up to them. In order to put leads down, just click add lead, fill in all the information as you just saw, and click submit. If you're trying to pick up a lead though, what you'll have to first do is you'll go here, you'll have to email leads@opgny.com, and that way you can get information on the leads program that we have. It's a program where we find it very important to track the metrics of what kind of leads are being put down, what is the amount of leads that are being closed, the type of leads that are being closed. So it's important for us to have that kind of information available to know the efficiency of our lead center. So you would have to first email leads@opgny.com. They would give you information on how to be able to accept the leads, and then you'd go from there. And then here you can see, you can break it up between all leads and my leads specifically, and then any that are pending and accepted. Here under listings, so this is where you can upload listings directly onto our website. You can add sale, rental, office lease, add commercial space. If you're just adding a rental listing, you'd select that. And so then here you see the template come up. You do not need to add a listing here if a listing is already posted to your StreetEasy account, as we are having any listings that come from Oxford agents onto StreetEasy syndicate onto our website as well. So you don't have to do it, it'd just be double work. And then, yeah, like I said, the template here is pretty basic in terms of uploading a listing, unit info, lease info, any incentives, unit features, access information, agents that can do the showings, and then dragging and dropping any photos and floor plans here as well. And then you can save unit and photos. And then on your agent page on the website, it'll have all your listings there, as well as agent reviews that have been left for you by clients. Here under the marketing section, so here under our marketing center, we have templates set up for you for different marketing tools. If you need to request a photo shoot, you can click make request photo shoot. And we use a company called ShootIn. And then you can look up more information on that if you need to.
If it's your first shoot with ShootIn, you actually get a 50% discount as well. So it's something that we've negotiated for new agents. So.
Yep, that's a really good offer to take advantage of. Here you can create PDF show sheets. So here you see what the show sheets look like. And you're just, all the pictures that you chose to upload for that listing, including the floor plan, are what would be displayed in the show sheet. So you would have full control over what that advertisement would look like. And then it would have your agent photo here, your contact information, and information about the listing here at the top. Same thing goes business cards, ordering them. We have the template set up for you. Email templates, we have newsletters that go out every month that you can have distributed out to clients as well. Sales listings, pitch decks, broker blast, postcards, banners, signs, open house signs, and then social media campaigns as well. So we have all those options here in our marketing section that you can play around with and see what works best for you. Here under online forms, so any forms that are submitted to you through the website would appear here, whether disclosure forms, fee agreement forms, inclusive agreement forms, whatever the case is. And then you can also, from this online forms section, create your own forms. So if you needed to create a disclosure form for a client, you can just click new form. And then it'll ask you if you're creating it for a buyer, seller, landlord, tenant. If you want to create a landlord tenant one. And then here you would just select whether you represented as you were working as the tenant's agent or the landlord's agent or a dual agent, client's name, agent signature. And I don't know if it'll make one for me if I do that now, but let me see. Client's name is also Matt Ziegler. And the client's email is matt@yahoo.com, which someone has to have that email. So once you create that, form sent to client successfully. Oh, okay. So Matt at Yahoo has now received a disclosure form
Yep, and once he fills it out, it'll show up again in that disclosure section. So
Yeah. And so then, like I said, you can do that with commission advances. If you want to, fee agreement forms, exclusive agreement forms, shares disclosure forms, whatever kind of form it is that you're specifically looking for. Here under payments, any payments made to you through the website would appear here. Again, it's just good to keep track of, to see what clients have paid you for what and how much, what the net amount is, what date it was created on. Here under the resources section, so Adam went to this for a little bit in showing you how to deposit those checks in order to get paid. Here you're being given other information in terms of how to order how to reserve conference rooms, steps you would take with that, the steps for credit and background checks, what the information is here for that, documents in the shared documents folder in the Google Drive. So pretty much it's a frequently asked questions portion of the website where you're able to see information on pretty much whatever it is that you need, switching plans, information on our sales training series. We pay for up to 70 training videos that agents have access to. The account information is there if any agents are interested. And then lastly, down here under invites.
for the resources section, if you have any questions, please go there. But additionally, if you have any sort of general questions or basic questions or anything that you have questions with, you can email Arizona. Arizona's email is az@opgny.com. And I actually have Arizona calling in right now, who's going to say hi to you guys quickly as well.
Hi everyone, my name is Arizona. I'm the head of Asian Relations. I'm here if you guys need anything. If you ever have any questions, always feel free to email me. I look forward to meeting all of you. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Arizona. Matt, back to you.
Yeah, so you'll see here also in the resources tab, list of our office policies here, frequently asked questions, training videos. You see we have quite a few, and office resources such as booking and conference. Here under invites, this is if you're looking to invite another agent to come join Oxford. You can click invite agents, their first name, their email, and then you can even put in your own message here. You don't have to just use our basic one. Here under my profile, this is where it would have your picture, how many reviews you've had, your agent information, the phone number we have on file for you. You put your Facebook URL, your Twitter URL, your About Me, some questions. What do you specialize in real estate? How would you describe yourself? What your favorite color is, favorite month of the year. I like August, that's because that's my birthday month. And then here under manage account, payment method. Here you would put in your credit card information if you're looking to change your payment method with our accounting. If you're trying to change your plan, you'd be able to select it here. You can only switch plans once per calendar year. I've already done an example where I clicked it, so now it doesn't let me click it anymore. But you guys would be able to do that if you haven't changed plans in a calendar year before. Getting lead notifications. Here you can put your information here and you'd be able to receive them. Here we have a coffee chats section where you can unsubscribe, to the coffee chats. Naturally, you'll be added to it, which is where you're randomly paired with another Oxford agent every Monday morning. And then we give you guys the ability to schedule a half hour to get coffee or just find a way to network and connect with each other. We have over 700 agents at Oxford. So we understand the importance of agents staying in touch with each other, being able to compare different marketing strategies and all that good stuff. But if you wish to unsubscribe from it, you can check this box. And then a suggestion box, if you have any suggestions about the website, about any of our processes. We're a company that's very much on the cutting edge of technology, and we're always looking to improve our system. So if there's anything you see, you can definitely put it there. And if you'd like to be made anonymous, that's totally fine too. And so that's pretty much everything on the back end. Adam, did you have anything else to add?
Yeah, just one more thing quickly. I'll share my screen and I'm going to show you guys the Google Drive. So this Google Drive is essentially where you can find tons of documents that we have available. they're very neatly organized in terms of what you're looking for. So we have rental documents, sales documents, commercial documents. You'd access this by logging into your email, just clicking Drive. Then you go to the Shared With Me folder here on the left, and then just look for the folder called Oxford Property Group Shared Documents. And so just to give you an example, under Rentals, you see all the different lists of agreements. If you're looking for an exclusive agreement, you can select an exclusive right to rent. You won't be able to type right into this document because we have it locked so agents don't edit the documents. But if you want to make any edits, you'd have to just hit File, make a copy, and then it'll essentially create a new copy of this document, which you'll be able to edit it. You can add it to your own folder where you can save the documents however you'd like, and then you'd have the ability to edit that. And so that goes for all of the documents in here. Pretty much every document that you'll ever need is definitely in here. If you don't see it for any reason, again, you could email arizonaaz@opgny.com, and we're happy to help with that as well. But yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys for listening, and if you have any questions, definitely reach out. As I said, again, general questions, regardless of what it is, just email az@opgny.com. For billing and payment related questions, you'd be emailing Molly, MOLLY, @opgny.com. And if there's anything else you need, please let us know. Welcome aboard, and look forward to working together.